So today we got some muscle therapy units from the 1940s, along with a machine that lets you know if you're gay or not. Now, before we get to that, let's go ahead and go through everything else I got today.
But I've never seen it if you didn't tell me, actually. I'm not kidding either. How much are you wanting on it?
Everything's making offers, so you tell me. What are you willing to risk on it?
I don't know.
Well, I will let you have that for $5 if that's what you want.
All right, I'll take it.
We got this reel-to-reel, which may or may not work. I honestly haven't tested it yet, but either way, we got it for $5, and for parts, it sells all the way up to $140. Not a bad start to the day. After that, we went to this estate sale, and that's where they had all these vintage muscle systems.
They're cool, dude, check this out. It's cool.
Yeah, put it in there, it does.
So right, I love buying old vintage things like this, especially ones I don't know much about. Almost always you can usually find some sort of trace to these items online. However, in this case, I couldn't find anything. I went ahead and took some pictures and sent it to some people I know, and within a few minutes, everybody really had no idea, except possibly guessing that it was some sort of radio stuff, which I ended up thinking the same. However, while I was waiting on those text messages, I went ahead and picked through the rest of the sale. So first of all, we picked up this Odyssey game console with all these games. The original price was $60, but it was half off that day, so we got it for $30.
Do I put this on the bottom shelf? Okay.
Yes. Maybe we'll see you another time. Yes.
And then we also got these Apple tape backups.
This. It's a tape backup.
I don't really have the stuff to test these properly, but given we got them for $25 each, so for $50 total, we can sell one and make up the profit. Now, there isn't a whole lot of sold comps on these, but there are a few at $80 untested. If I can actually get these tested, I might be looking it up to $200 each. After picking through that and realizing that no one really knew what the muscle things were, I went ahead and asked, what was it, to the guy outside.
I'm looking for you.
Here I am. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me about this stuff? Can you find anything online about it? And
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
They're tinge machines and tinge for muscle
okay.
contraction and retraction.
Okay.
And this is the old style stuff that they did in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
Basically, the rheostats, and you hook up the wires to. Somebody's already bought the plates.
Okay.
And you hook them up to plates to put them on your body, and it would run electrical current to make your muscles contract and retract.
How'd you price them?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't price them.
Do you know what they're worth at all? Like
Not a clue.
Okay.
They're so esoteric, so rare, and there's so damn many of them right here.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you might find one typically in a sale,
Oh, I've never seen one.
not five.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So right, there's the information on them. I looked it up a little bit more and I still couldn't really find much. But at this point, I was ready to actually risk just a little bit of money on these. So I decided to see if I could make a deal on 4 of these.
You know, I'll make you a deal and you buy them all.
Bueno. My wife say no, right?
Yeah. Just theoretically, if I wanted this, and this, what would you?
What would I do for these 4?
Yeah.
Right now, it's 1, 2,
700.
350 typically.
So, yeah.
I would probably let you have it all for 250.
How about 200?
Well, I have to go get approval.
Okay.
And I'll ask him if
I'll take it right now if you can do it for 200. I already have a few other things picked out
All
right
right,
now.
let me go see if I can get approval, and we'll work something out.
Sounds good.
Yep, she said 300's as low as they'll go today.
Let me think for a second.
Sure, think about it.
So right, the numbers kind of went all over the place, but they ended up calling the owners of this estate. The lowest it goes $300 on this 50% off day, which is still lower than the actual 50% off. But I was just a little bit hesitant considering I didn't know anything about these. I went ahead and decided to take that risk, and then this happened.
Are you the one that buys and sells old stereo equipment?
Yeah.
Put my phone number in there.
Okay.
I got house full of it. I'm too old to be messing with it.
Go for it.
Okay, so this guy actually came up to me, super nice guy. I guess I'm just starting to become known as the guy who buys and sells stereo stuff at this point. Anyway, I took down his number, and so if you look in the back, you can see just a little bit of a sneak peek of what I bought later that day. We'll get back to that at the end of the video.
I'll take it we'll do it for 300.
Okay.
I've never bought any before. We'll try it out.
I looked around the garage just a little bit more, and that's when I found this other machine.
Let me get it out real quick.
You can put it on top of that. It should have a handle on top, doesn't it?
I don't trust handles sometimes. It's old.
At all.
Should we move this by the garage? Sorry.
Well, I said put it right here
Yeah.
and take that 50. Oh yeah, look at that. It's already on.
Yeah. See, I'm glad I don't trust handles.
That's a grab.
So this is basically a Matheson electro psychometer. I haven't listed it online yet as I don't know if I can, but I got it for $25 and it was basically a machine used by Canada for them to be able to tell if soldiers were gay or not. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, and it did to me too, but apparently over 100 people lost their jobs to a machine just like this. I'm thinking this might actually be worth a pretty good amount, but like I said, I'm not even for sure if I can actually legally list this online. I'm still doing my research, but in the meantime, it's still pretty cool to own. After that, there's a few other muscle devices I picked up on the way out.
It's a self-contained unit. I don't know if it had a lid or not,
Yeah.
but it's that shrinking it already.
Huh.
Exactly.
I'll try it out. What was it? $10 for it?
Yeah, right? Yeah. So we just carry that.
Okay.
What's it say on the top?
Model, like,
Okay.
no, that doesn't say model. It says,
Model.
yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'll, oh, hello. Yeah, I'll go tell them that you're the gentleman and lady that acquired
Acquired.
4 of the units. Acquired 4 units.
Yeah, 3%. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank
So,
you.
and he's got a couple of other doodads and gadgets, so.
That is exciting.
Okay, anyway, that's it from this estate sale. Now, while I was there, I got 2 numbers. The guy who I got all the stereo stuff from, and then also a people that I met about a year ago, which I actually have a video with them. And I bought a bunch of Christmas stuff from them. I actually saw them at the sale and they said, hey, would you like to come back? We have a bunch more Christmas stuff we want to get rid of. So I did. First of all, let's go over the stereo stuff. Now, lately I have been invited to a lot of these private sales and I've been allowed to pick through them first. And for the respect of that, I don't wear the GoPro to it. But in this case, we spent right about at $2,000. I'll go ahead and pop up pictures of everything we got on the screen, but a lot of these units did require maintenance, which I have gotten pretty well versed at. Although it is a little bit tricky, as long as you know what you're doing, you can fix them pretty easy. A lot of the fixes can be done with this right here and this right here. Not every single unit ever can be fixed in this way. Some things you actually have to swap out on the unit or recap them or whatnot. But if they've just been sitting for a bit, a lot of the times you can fix these units with this. So anyway, I went through every single one of these units and fixed them. And I think our $2,000 investment is gonna go a pretty long way. Okay, anyway, so that's out of the way. Now, the next day, I actually went over and bought the rest of this Christmas stuff. I'll pop as many up on the screen as I possibly can, but there's a lot. I initially went over there and it just pulled it all out of the closet. They added up all the prices that were originally on the box and took half off of that. I went ahead and went through everything myself and just got a rough estimate of what I thought I could make. From the 10 or 15 I looked up while I was actually over at their house, I thought I could make anywhere from 50% of the actual retail value to 120%. So to be safe, I needed to actually have my price below 50% off of retail. The original full retail price would have been around $2,400 before taxes, so they offered me $1,200 and I went ahead and offered them $600. We ended up settling on $700, and after a few carloads, I got it all home. We've already gone through, cleaned them all, and listed every single one of them, and I'm thinking we could at least double our money, but given that it takes up a lot of space and it's gonna take a few Christmases to sell all these. So anyway, that's about $3,000 worth of purchases from this weekend. I personally think we did pretty good, especially considering that if we sell this Marantz right here correctly, that should pay for like most of the purchases we made this weekend. So what do you think of all my purchases? The only thing I would have maybe stayed away from was the muscle therapy units. But like I said, I like taking those sort of risks and I think we'll actually end up making a good amount of money. If you like this video here, make sure and stay till the end screen and maybe click on another video to watch of ours. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for watching. That's all I have for this time, so make sure and like and subscribe if you liked it. And that's it. Take care.